Students, you are welcome to this online audio video lecture session. The project started by Shet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce at Vasai East. I, Mrs. Archana Batija, teaching English for Standard 10th. Students, today here we deal with one more important topic based on the skill development. Skills based activities, especially it is about creative writing. Now, creative writing is about your own thoughts. So, here our topic is expansion of ideas. Expansion of ideas, as the topic clearly means, the idea embodied in the proverb, epigram, quotation, saying, slogan, an idiom, or a thought provoking question, maybe. You have to elaborate the idea or the thought portrayed through it. So, we move with the expansion of ideas today. Now, as in your question paper, the section 6, question 7a is based on expand the theme. Students, you have done a lot of coding and decoding like summary writing, central ideas, themes, etc. So, this expanding the theme is related to the expansion of the proverb, maxim, quotation, or slogan. For 5 marks, you are allotted the time of 15 minutes. There is another question for a choice, news report based on the given headline, which we have already discussed in the previous video. So here we focus on expansion of ideas. Let us first understand the term, what it means to expand the idea. Now, with the expanding of the idea or thought, as we do, the evaluation criteria, the marks given to you in your board exam for the suitable title and a proper beginning. Do not start the expansion of idea that the proverb means. You are not giving the meaning of the proverb. You are explaining the idea embodied in the proverb. So this maxim stands for what? That you're going to begin with. So suitable title and beginning is 1 mark. Appropriate points and logical correct order of the sentences carries 2 marks. That is the appropriate, you can say the proper layout of the sentences. Use of appropriate language, that is vocabulary and grammar, carries 1 mark. Conclusion is very important in expansion of ideas, students. So conclusion also carries 1 mark. Altogether, the total is 5 marks. So the elaboration of the idea and theme which you have to focus on is 2 marks. Altogether 5 marks, time allotted 15 minutes. What is exactly expansion of ideas? It is a creative skill, as we said, creative writing. So you create your thoughts to elaborate the given thought or idea. It is also a life skill, how you express oneself. You usually, obviously students, you use these proverbs in your day-to-day life. You use them for your, you can say, motivation, for your, how you spend your day, how you improve in your day-to-day life. There are many such examples like cleanliness is next to godliness. These are the life skills also. Now, let us come to the writing part of the expansion of ideas. How do you present your writing skill, the creative skill? You begin with the title. The title should be as the proverb is, that you get it in your question paper. It contains actually the central idea or theme. Exactly what is in the title is what you have to elaborate. Next, introductory paragraph. The introductory paragraph consists of the idea that is in the title, embodied in the title. You have to understand what is presented in the title, not just the words. Next is the core paragraph. You are elaborating the idea with more examples. The examples can be in the form of a story or anecdote, which we'll deal later. And last is your conclusion. Sum up the given topic with another new proverb. For example, you have to add another proverb to give a more emphasis to the title that is already there. So the format, you have to put up your expansion of ideas in the paper in the form of these proper points in order to score marks. What are the stages that will help you to create this writing skill? Obviously, I will say that you have to write it on your own. These proverbs are associated with your day-to-day life. You will give your own ideas, but still there are some ways which will help you to present your ideas. First step, understand the symbol in the proverb or in the given title. The name, for example, the name of a place or person, animal or thing symbolizes some quality. That exactly the quality is important in the context of the proverb. Now here is an example of a proverb. Rome was not built in a day. Now here Rome, exactly you're not going to explain what is about the Rome, the place Rome. Rome was a great city in the ancient times. Here in this proverb, Rome stands or symbolizes greatness, that is the success. So you are going to focus on how to achieve greatness or success. Next step. Now, the given proverb, you are going to elaborate or substitute the meaning in the idea or the proverb. The proverb is decoded and ready to understand and explain. So, what did you understand from this proverb that is presented to you? Rome was not built in a day. Rome stands for greatness. Greatness or success is not achieved in a day, is the idea presented in the proverb. Step 3. Now you look for a story or anecdote, an example to add to the meaning and to make the proverb more interesting. Now Rome was not built in a day. You can give it more examples. Example like our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. And you can also take examples like Barack Obama. The efforts put forth by them to achieve this greatness and success. Did they achieve greatness and did they get success overnight? No. It took them many years. Success cannot be achieved overnight. So this you have to elaborate on this topic, giving more examples. Step 4. Look for a similar idea of proverbs. You can have other proverbs. Perseverance, based on success, patience and persistence and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. Written by Napoleon Hill. This is another proverb which you can give. Now in step 5, sum up the paragraph. You have to give the conclusion. Use up the summing up words and phrases to indicate that you have finished the expansion. For example, you can write that the proverb advises us that. In a way, you can end the sum up the complete expansion of ideas. So I hope students now here what you're going to write becomes very important. You're not short of words when you decide to expand what is given in the thought or the idea. Now here is a beautiful example put forth for you, exactly based on the steps that we have done. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. The hand symbolizes or stands for the mother. And ruling the world exactly is not just becoming a ruler or a governor or somebody like a king. So now what is exactly in the proverb that you're supposed to write? The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand of the mother. The proverb therefore implies that the very same mother who rocks the cradle to put her child to sleep also rules the world. How is this so? Here the word rule is the proverb does not mean to govern. What does it mean? It is used in a wider sense to influence people, to guide and direct them and to lead them in their future life. It is the mother who molds the character of the child. The child then grows up to be an important personality, perhaps someone who decides the destinies of people or maybe countries. What they have been taught on their mother's lap will then be the guiding force behind the decisions they make in future. No wonder it was that Abraham Lincoln said, "All that I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother." We have an example of Jijamata who inspired Shivaji Maharaj as a child with stories of great heroes. It was this inspiration that led him to lead the battle of Hindavi Swaraj and to establish the Maratha Empire. You may not turn out to be a great ruler, but what you have been taught by your mother during childhood will be the guiding force in all that you will be doing during your lifetime. So in a way you can give other proverbs which are related to it. You can give better examples, still more examples. Students, I hope this example is very clear to you. So now there are many such other proverbs or maxims which you need to do for your assignment. You are going to explain the symbolism presented in the topic. For example, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Here you are not just going to give the importance of just one apple, but you're going to give the importance of the nutritious food in general and how it keeps diseases away from you so that you don't visit the doctor regularly and you maintain good health. What is a priority? Second proverb, knowledge is power, by itself is an important quotation. So you're going to explain how knowledge empowers a person in their day-to-day life. In their childhood, youth as well as a grown up. Third example of the assignment given to you is from the question paper of the last year's board exam. Be the change you want to see. It is a little bit difficult to understand the implied meaning. You have to be the change you want to see. Whatever changes in your surrounding and your social context you want to see or around you, you have to be that change. You have to start that. So it is a beautiful way of expressing what your thoughts are about the changes in life. Thank you, students.